Since we started, we've worked with over 150 of some of the world's largest organisations, with the likes of BP, Microsoft, Cogent Elliott, ICI, both here and now increasingly in Canada as well. The response that we get from the organisations has generally been exceptional, especially when they get the reports back, and now they get their carbon credits back and the receipts back from all the charities that we support. Because it gives them the ability to get their staff involved in living their values in terms of corporate social responsibility. So the more work that we do with clients, and we've been working with some now consistently for the past 10 years, the more they get, more our processes get embedded into their culture and their way of working. And the response is getting better and better as we enhance and develop our product set and our value proposition. The response we get from the clients is getting better and better as every week goes on. If you can imagine our environmental management process operating a bit like an hourglass, where we sit in the middle at the neck of this. At the top of this, we're inputting end-of-life assets, whether it's furniture, IT, right the way down to pens and pencils and unused reams of photocopier paper, plant machinery, generators, a whole range of different assets coming in at the top of this hourglass. What we do then is aggregate this together and then split this out and place all these assets into charitable projects around the world. We run our own projects. We work with organisations such as the UN Environment Programme, the UN Development Programme. We're now supporting UNESCO and the rebuild of schools in Haiti. And we get the clients involved in this process from start to finish. So one of our key points is that we can provide a complete audit trail on everything coming in and everything going out. So they know which charities they're supported. If they've got in-house charities that they want us to help with, then we can support them on their behalf. So what we're doing with this is turning a problem for clients, an expensive problem, which is how do we dispose of assets, into something that's going to deliver a true return, tangible, demonstrable return on investment, because they've never had that opportunity before. What we're faced with is demand which is infinitely greater than our ability to supply, and we're scaling constantly, trying to increase our throughput of the process. We have a very structured, rigorous process and methodology for supporting international school building programs, and we've currently got a 2-year waiting list on these. We ship a container about every 3 to 4 weeks from this particular warehouse, and we're now starting to launch containers from Toronto as well. The process itself works primarily with large UN-backed organisations, and we work with maybe a dozen of those around the world. So charities that we've supported, people like Born Free. As I say, Born Free, part of the UN Environment Programme, and we've been working with them to equip training centres and schools in countries such as Malawi and Cameroon. We work with major rebuild organisations in places like the High Atlas Mountains of Morocco. We've worked in Romania supporting school and medical centre building in the mountains in Transylvania, supporting the Roma people and some of the disadvantaged people out there. And we've worked as far afield as the Philippines and Peru. The process itself, it ensures that any organisations that we're working with are bona fide organisations that have the capability of delivering the education as the end result to the children. And we've had some major success stories on that. One of the organisations that we work with in Liberia, as one of the children down there that was originally involved in the horrendous civil war in Liberia, went through the training institute in Monrovia and is now the Minister of Education. So we've had some real success stories as an output from the schools that we're working with all over the globe.